The Davis County Mustangs play here on the Atomo Radio Sports Network. Be sure to catch live online streaming of every Davis County baseball game right here on atomoradio.com. Previous games can be viewed on demand at atomoradiosports.com. Now, let's head down to the field for Mustang baseball. Here's Ellis Kojo.
Welcome to Centerville, opening day of the 2019 season. Mother Nature is being more cooperative today, so thank you for joining us for Davis County Baseball. The Mustangs face a stiff test to open the season. The defending state champs, Centerville Big Reds, play host to your Davis County Mustangs. It's a pleasure to have you with us. I'm Ellis Kojo. Joining me is Corey and Trevor Bay, and he's just doing his thing with the production. This is the Nutrient Ag Solutions pregame show. Call Bob Lawson and his team today at CPS, where results in your field are their first concern. Coming up, we'll take a look at Davis County and what happened last year and what to expect this year. You're watching Mustang Baseball on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Springtime is the time to buy a new Polaris. Right now, the world's best-selling off-road lineup is priced to move. Get more done with a hardworking Ranger. Chase adventure on a legendary Sportsman. Or live wide open in a high-performance RZR. Savings up to $2,000 are available now during the Polaris Spring Sales Event.
Slayton Polaris. Stop in and see Tim or Dean today for a great deal on a new Polaris.
Hi, this is Chris Ledke, owner of Pulaski Lumber. I would like to personally invite you to see our updated inventory. We have a nice selection of tools, plumbing, flooring, tile, accessories, and as always, we can order in anything you might need. Josh is also available to offer you professional 3D drawings to design your new home, deck, or addition. We don't charge huge architect fees, but are confident you will be happy with our work. We look forward to meeting you at Pulaski Lumber, your start-to-finish lumberyard.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Ellis Kojo back with you here from Centerville. It's opening day, and the Davis County Mustangs are looking to crash the party of the defending state champs, the Centerville Big Reds. You're listening to the Nutrient Ag Solutions pregame show. Call Bob Lawson and his team today, where results in your field are their first concern. The Mustangs finished the 2018 season with a record of 14-16. If you're wondering how the Mustangs did versus Centerville last year, it was not good, honestly. The defending state champs beat Davis County all three games by the combined score of 27-4. This field in particular was a house of horrors for the Mustangs last year, as they were shut out in both games by the scores of 6-0 and 10-0. When we look at the returning Mustangs from a year ago, you first have to mention Kate Tharp, who had a strong junior season. The third baseman hit .427 with a team-high 8 home runs and 34 RBI. Tharp also led the team in hits, doubles, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage. Additionally, he walked more than he struck out. All that earned him statewide recognition as he garnered second-team All-State honors. The other standout would have to be senior Trevor Slayton. He'll be on the mound today, and he was the ace of the Davis County pitching staff last year. He had a 3-1 record with a microscopic ERA of 0.88. Keep in mind that a hamstring injury cost him the early part of the season, and he was also dangerous to the bat as he hit .356 with 2 homers and 18 RBI, both good enough for second best on the team. Davis County is bringing back an experienced team from a year ago. They graduated just 3 seniors, and they are a very senior-heavy team. It'll be interesting to see if the Mustangs can take a step forward from a year ago, and it'll be fun to be on the journey. So thank you for joining us on this ride. Coming up next, we'll take a glance at the Centerville Big Reds. They won the state championship a year ago. What does this year's team look like? We'll talk about that on the other side. You're watching Davis County Baseball on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
The busy farming season is here, and Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go for all your seed and fertilizer needs. They're focused on one thing and one thing only, providing their customers with the best products and services to grow the best crops possible. Farmers call them today for liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed. They also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See why other area farmers are turning to Bob Lawson and the staff at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Hi, this is Kendall with Citizens Mutual. It's a busy time of the year, so we want you to save as much time as possible. Whether you need internet, TV, or phone service, we can handle all of them for you. We also have a great selection of TVs ranging from 32 to 65 inch, as well as appliances. Stop in today, and remember, Citizens Mutual is owned and operated by its customers. So when you walk in the door, we don't just treat you like a customer, we treat you like you're the boss, because you are. We're looking forward to seeing you at Citizens Mutual, just off the square in Bloomfield.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back to Centerville on opening day of the 2019 season for the Davis County Mustangs. I'm Ellis Kojo. Joining me is Corey Finch, handling things on the production side. Great to have you with us as we embark on our journey on the video side on the Atomo Radio Sports Network. Davis County's opponent, the Centerville Big Reds, climbed to the top of the mountain and won the 2A state championship last year, posting a 27-7 record. They rode the arms of seniors Daniel Hargrave and Tyson Bloma, who both had ERAs under 2. With the Big Reds having lost the dominant pair of pitchers to graduation, the question then is what remains? Well, you just heard McCain Oden's name being mentioned. Centerville's top hitter, McCain Oden, returns. The junior led Centerville in batting average and on-base percentage. Another returning starter to keep an eye on is sophomore Brady Kalsarich, who led the team with 30 stolen bases. This is a team that took advantage of their speed whenever possible. Centerville swiped 98 bags last season. In case you're wondering, Davis County stole 31 bases last year. Coming up next, we'll provide you with the starting lineups and the first pitch. Centerville versus Davis County is right around the corner on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free, no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
Hi, I'm Karsten. And I'm Callie. And we are the Neebs Girls. We would like to personally invite you to our parents' new store on the south side of the square in Bloomfield. Stop in and have them make you a custom shirt, hat, banner, sign, or even your school mascot. They stay open late on Thursdays until 7. We hope to see you soon. Neebs Graphics, making you stand out.
Neebs Graphics on the south side of the Bloomfield Square.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Sports Network. You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back to Centerville. The national anthem has been played. We're about ready for the opening pitch of the 2019 season. Great to have you with us, Ellis Kojo, along with Corey Finch. Davis County versus Centerville. Not only a season opener, but a conference matchup. Davis County lost all 3 games versus Centerville last season. Starting lineups are brought to you by Pulaski Lumber. If you're starting a project around the house, make sure and check with Chris and the team first for all your building and hardware needs. Owen Bennett leads off things for the Mustangs. He's in right field. Trevor Slayton is on the mound pitching. He bats second. Cade Tharp, the third baseman, bats third. Logan Hale will be the cleanup hitter. He's at first. Noah Smolik bats fifth. He is playing at shortstop. Javen DeCry bats sixth. He's at second base. Batting seventh and center field is Gerl Norman. Batting eighth and in left field is Nathan Smolik. And batting ninth behind the plate at catcher, Caden Hill. Again for Davis County, Bennett in right, Slayton pitching, Tharp at third. Hale at first, Smolik at short, DeCry at second. Norman in center, Smolik in right, and Hill is catching. They will go up against Merrick Matthews, the top returning pitcher for Centerville. Remember, I told you in the pregame how they lost both Daniel Hargrave and Tyson Baloma to graduation. Merrick Matthews went 4-1 last season in 6 starts with a 3.80 ERA. He's a left-hander, and he'll go up against the left-hander Owen Bennett to start things off here in Centerville. Bennett stands in. First pitch is underway, and it's tapped right back to the pitcher. Matthews scoops it up, flips it over the first in time, and quickly there is 1 out.
Now batting for Davis County, number 9, Trevor Slayton.
That brings up Trevor Slayton, tonight's pitcher. When he's not pitching, most likely he'll be playing shortstop. First pitch to Slayton. Over but low, and that's ball 1. Slayton looks out and looks at the 1-0. That's outside for ball 2. Slayton, as I told you, probably the second best hitter for Davis County, batting .356 last season with 2 homers and 18 driven in. The 2-0 is fouled straight back, making the count 2-1. Davis County went 14-16 last year, and as I mentioned, 0-3 versus Centerville. Looking to change both trends, both get a winning record and maybe get a win versus Centerville. That pitch is driven out to left field, and now will drop for a base hit. So Trevor Slayton starts off his season with a solid single to left. And in strides,
now batting, number 16.
The very dangerous Cade Tharp. Tharp with 8 home runs last year, leading the team. 34 driven in, batting .427 last season. Matthews takes a peek to first, now comes home, and the first pitch is up and inside. And actually, Tharp had to bend out of the way. It makes the count 1-0. Haven't seen Tharp on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network since football season. The 1-0. That's a swing and a miss. That was a good change up there by Matthews. It makes the count 1-1. Tharp was an offensive and defensive lineman for the football team. And the football team took a step forward this past season, winning 3 games after winning just 1 the previous year. The 1-1. That's hammered over to third. Odin to second for 1. Over to first, and it's a double play. Tharp grounds into the 5-4-3 twin killing, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit, and that is it. And after half an inning, it's Davis County nothing. Centerville coming up on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
John at Collision Corner knows that when you get in an accident and need some work done on your vehicle, you want the process to go smooth and easy. That's why Collision Corner is your best choice. John is a preferred body shop, which means he can work directly with your insurance company. He will handle the claim from start to finish. Collision Corner knows you need your car back as soon as possible, and they will also pick it up and deliver it to you for free. When you have an accident, call John and his team at Collision Corner in Bloomfield, and don't forget to like them on Facebook.
Keys Foods in Bloomfield has been serving the Bloomfield area since 1969 with quality cut steaks, ripe seasonal produce, scrumptious bakery cakes and sweets, fresh dairy products, and of course, tasty smoked meats. We also have available hunting licenses, stamps, money orders, and gift cards too. Open till 9 p.m. every day. We pride ourselves in providing small town service in a big way while keeping up with trends and latest items across the country. Yes, Keys Foods is your hometown grocery store and so much more. Keys Foods, where we always take your groceries out to your car. Proud supporter of the Davis County Mustangs.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Across for Davis County at the top of the first. Now it's time for the Centerville Big Reds to take their first cuts of the game. Starting Live is brought to you by Pulaski Lumber. If you're starting a project around the house, make sure and check with Chris and the team first for all your building and hardware needs. Brady Kalsarich leads things off for Centerville. He's at first base. Caden Kalsarich is at second base. He bats second. McCain Odin is at third, batting third. Merrick Matthews is on the mound pitching. He's also batting cleanup. Batting fifth and in center field is Miles Clausen. Walker White's the DH. He bats sixth.
All right.
Colby Meisetich is a catcher, and he bats 7th. Otis Williams is a shortstop, batting 8th, and batting 9th is Cade Mosley in right.
Big Reds are just about to start batting here.
Once again, it's Kalsarich at first, Brady Kalsarich at first, Caden Kalsarich at second, Odin at third. Matthews pitching, Clausen center, right, White is DH as the first pitch comes into Brady Kalsarich for a strike. Meisetich is catching, Williams is short, and Mosley in right.
Walk-ins are always welcome.
The 0-1, grounded foul to the third base side, and the count is quickly 0-2.
At Nutrient Ag Solutions, results in your field are always their first concern. If you're a farmer, see your friends at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield today.
Travis Slayton
The crew at Slayton Players
now looking into Brady Kalsarich coming home with the 0-2. Just a bit high. Thought he had him brung up, but the umpire says maybe a bit too high, and that makes the count 1-2. Slayton working quickly. Brady with the next pitch. Curveball, strike 3 called, and that will do it for Brady Kalsarich, who goes down looking.
Okay, sounds good.
One pit, one batter, one strikeout for Trevor Slayton.
All right, I'll go ahead and let you go.
As he looks in now at Caden Kalsarich. First pitch to him is a fastball that's too high for ball 1. The 1-0 to Kalsarich. A bit too high, and now the count is 2-0. Defensively for the Mustangs, Nathan Smolik in left, Norman in center, Bennett in right. That's the outfield. Swing and a miss on the 2-0 pitch to make it 2-1. Tharp is at third. Noah Smolik is at short. DeCry at second. Hale at first. Hill behind the plate. Nice breaking ball there for strike 2. That evens the count at 2-2. The wind and the break-even pitch from Slayton is pop foul to the first base side. Hale and Bennett converge, but neither can get to it, and that falls harmlessly in foul territory. So Trevor Slayton, Davis County's ace, has the count 2-2 with Caden Kalsarich. And the next pitch to him. That's a breaking ball that stayed inside, and that runs the count full. Outfield playing straight away, normal depth. And the payoff pitch. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Caden Kalsarich thought he had himself a walk. Instead, that breaking ball nipped the outside corner. And he is out number 2. So both Kalsariches, I think that's the way you say it, the plural form of Kalsarich, they go down looking. And now the first pitch is grounded short. No, it's more like guns at the first in time. And quickly, Centerville goes down in order. So 1-2-3 inning for Trevor Slayton. After an inning, no score here in Centerville on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Springtime is the time to buy a new Polaris. Right now, the world's best-selling off-road lineup is priced to move. Get more done with a hardworking Ranger. Chase adventure on a legendary Sportsman. Or live wide open in a high-performance Razor. Savings up to $2,000 are available now during the Polaris Spring Sales Event.
Slayton Polaris. Stop in and see Tim or Dean today for a great deal on a new Polaris.
Hi, this is Chris Ledke, owner of Pulaski Lumber. I would like to personally invite you to see our updated inventory. We have a nice selection of tools, plumbing, flooring, tile, accessories, and as always, we can order in anything you might need. Josh is also available to offer you professional 3D drawings to design your new home, deck, or addition. We don't charge huge architect fees, but are confident you will be happy with our work. We look forward to meeting you at Pulaski Lumber, your start-to-finish lumberyard.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
The first inning was brought to you by Dixon's Mattress Outlet. Think of them first to get a great night's sleep. Call Darren today. We're now in the top of the second. No score. Just one hit between the two teams. Trevor Slayton had a hit in the top of the first, but he immediately got erased when Kay Tharp hit it to a double play. Logan Hales tries to the plate. He's our Collision Corner cleanup hitter. If you need to clean up your vehicle, take it to John and his team for a complete detail. Logan Hale, the senior, he had 276 last year, and he swings and misses at the first pitch. Hale didn't have a homer, but he drove in eight. And a pretty good on-base percentage, .413 on the season. That's high and tight to even to count at 1-1. Hale led the team in walks last season. He walked 19 times. Not a bad ratio either. He only struck out 21 times. That's grounded to short. Williams scoops it up, throws it to first, and he gets Hale by a step and a half for the first out.
Now batting number 8, Noah Molek.
That brings up Noah Molek, the shortstop. A sophomore this year. Saw limited time as a freshman. Mostly he was used as a special runner. First pitch is Molek. Swing and a miss. Matthews looking sharp early on, as is Trevor Slayton. We may have a pitcher's duel on our hands. The 0-1. Outside and high. Evening the count at 1-1. Caleb Cochran's in left for Centerville. Clausen in center, Mosley in right. That's pop foul down the right field line. And running back and making the catch is Brady Kozlerich, who catches it in foul territory for out number 2.
Now batting Davis County, number 2, Draven DeCry.
Smolek fouls out to the first baseman. That brings up Draven DeCry, the second baseman. Umpire calls time. Has a couple words to say to DeCry, and looks like DeCry had a necklace on that the umpire wants him to take off. So we'll pause for a moment while DeCry gets the jewelry off his neck. Now we're set as DeCry steps in and he waits for the first pitch from Merrick Matthews. Base is empty, nobody out, no score here at top of the second. That pitch is high, making the count 1-0. The 1-0 to DeCry, that's in the dirt, making it 2-0. You may remember Draven DeCry, he was the quarterback of the football team. Pretty good season, as a matter of fact. Ran for over 1,000 yards as the team's QB. Swing and a miss on the 2-0 pitch, making it 2-1. Merrick Matthews is ready. He winds and deals. That's outside, making it 3-1. Waiting on deck is Garl Norman, the center fielder, if DeCry can keep the inning alive. The 2-1, swing and a miss. That evens the count that runs the count full at 3-2. And the payoff pitch coming to Draven DeCry. Swing and a miss. DeCry strikes out, and the inning is over. Davis County goes down in order. We head to the bottom of the second. No score here in Centerville on the Atema Radio Sports Network.
The busy farming season is here, and Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go for all your seed and fertilizer needs. They're focused on one thing and one thing only, providing their customers with the best products and services to grow the best crops possible. Farmers, call them today for liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed. They also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See why other area farmers are turning to Bob Lawson and the staff at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Hi, this is Kendall with Citizens Mutual. It's a busy time of the year, so we want you to save as much time as possible. Whether you need internet, TV, or phone service, we can handle all of them for you. We also have a great selection of TVs ranging from 32 to 65 inch, as well as appliances. Stop in today, and remember, Citizens Mutual is owned and operated by its customers. So when you walk in the door, we don't just treat you like a customer, we treat you like you're the boss, because you are. We're looking forward to seeing you at Citizens Mutual, just off the square in Bloomfield.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
The second inning is brought to you by Proterior Orthodontics. Don't give it a second thought. Get a smile that lasts a lifetime today. We're in the home half of the second. Centerville getting set to take their cuts against Trevor Slayton, who had a 1-2-3 first inning. He gets a sign he likes, and he comes home with the first pitch. That's right down Broadway for strike one. Slayton pitched 32 innings last year over 5 starts. That pitch is inside, and Matthews had the jackknife out of the way, evening the count at 1-1. Slayton struck out 28, walked 12, and opponents only batted 142 against him. The 1-1 is popped up. Short center field, Norman settles under it, and he makes the catch. Matthews flies out to open the bottom of the second, and that brings up the center fielder, Miles Clausen. Clausen, a key contributor to last season's state championship team as a freshman. Batted .320. As he swings and misses at the first pitch. And he's one of those players after so many seniors graduated from the state championship team, head coach Ryan Hodges will look for him to step his game up here his sophomore year. That pitch is fouled away, making the count 0-2. Slayton firing strikes here early on. 0-2 pitch is fouled back, and we'll do it again. Walker White, the DH, is on deck for Centerville. Centerville with 27-7 last year, the 0-2. Driven out to center, and that will fall in front of Norman for a base hit. That's the first hit of the day for the Big Reds.
Now batting for Centerville, number 4, Walker White.
And now Walker White strides in with a runner at first and 1 out here in the bottom of the second. No score. I always wonder, because this will be the first time that Slade will have to pitch out of the windup, how the pitcher adjusts after being in the he'll pitch out the stretch, I should say, after being in the windup for the first 5 batters of the game. And that pitch is outside. I should say the first 4 batters. Miles Clausen bats. Walker White swings at the 1-0 pitch. It's popped up on the infield. DeCry settles under it, and he gloves it for out number 2.
Now batting for Centerville, number 13, Colby Misicic.
That brings up Colby Misicic, the catcher. Now with 2 outs in the inning. 1 hit to each side here in the bottom of the second. Slayton throws a first, and it gets past Hale, the first baseman, rolls all the way to the wall. Norman, Bennett picks it up and throws it back in, but taking second on the play is Miles Clausen. And that will be an error on Slayton. So first error of the game, first error of the season, goes against Davis County's pitcher. First pitch to Misicic, a bit high, not by much, however. Slayton comes home with a 1-0. That's in the dirt. Good block by Hill. Now the count is 2-0. So the first runner of the game in scoring position belongs to Centerville. Misicic looks to drive him in. The 2-0. Slayton smiles a bit after that pitch. He thought that was a strike, but Umpire not calling the high strike, and now it's 3-0. The next one to Misitich. That's a strike. Otis Williams, the shortstop, is on deck. Misitich keeps this inning alive. 3-1. Fouled back, and the count is full. Full count. Payoff pitch to Misitich. It's high for ball 4. And the inning stays alive for Otis Williams.
Number 6, Otis Williams.
So after Trevor Slayton breezed through the Big Reds in make that the bottom of the first, he's running into a bit of trouble here in the bottom of the second.
Kellen Johnson.
First pitch to Williams is high for ball 1. Kellen Johnson now comes in as a special runner on second. That pitch is high and tight, and now Slayton seems to have lost the strike zone. Walked the previous batter, and now he has Otis Williams at 2-0. Slayton comes home with the next one, and that's right down Broadway for strike 1. Slayton looked to keep 2 runners stranded here in the bottom of the second of a scoreless game. The breaking ball stays inside, and now it's 3-1. So now Slayton's a ball away from loading the bases. The 3-1 pitch is fouled away, and the count now is full. You would argue that Slayton was squeezed a bit in this inning, but he can get out of it with one pitch here. The payoff pitch is high for ball 4, and the bases are loaded.
Now batting for Centerville, number 2, Cade Mosley.
Cade Mosley with a big at-bat here early on, and head coach Todd White of Davis County comes out to talk to Trevor Slayton. Cade Mosley, the number 9 hitter, a right fielder. Just a freshman, and a big early spot here for the freshman, as he can put Centerville out in front with a hit here. Meeting is over. And Mosley will stride in. Slayton comes set, kicks and deals, has fouled back. Mosley being very aggressive early in the count with the bases loaded. Figured that Slayton would come in with a strike, and in Mosley's defense, that sure looked like a strike. The 0-1. That's grounded to short. Noah Smolik scoops, throws to first in time, and Trevor Slayton strands the bases loaded. No runs, a hit, one error, and the bases are left loaded. After 2, no score here in Centerville on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Are you installing a new septic system? The man to call is Jody at Geotech Sand and Stone. They have state-certified septic sand, as well as top-quality black dirt, fill sand, and washed gravel for landscaping. They also have large rocks to add to your landscaping. Geotech Sand and Stone has very competitive prices. Stop out and get a load, or have one of their contractors haul it for you. Call Jody today for more information at 799-1235. That's 799-1235. Geotech Sand and Stone, 3 miles west of Eldon on River Road. Attention Southern Iowa. Do you need a better night's sleep? Maybe it's time to get a new mattress. Dixon's Mattress Outlet in Bloomfield has the most competitive prices on new mattresses in all different sizes. Darren sells camper mattresses, commercial bedding, rollaways, special order sizes, bed frames, and mattress protectors. Call Darren today and he'll meet you at the warehouse. Dixon's Mattress Outlet, 641-664-3060. That's 664-3060. You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Third inning is brought to you by Geotech. Call Jody for all your top quality black dirt, fill sand, and wash gravel needs. Davis County versus Centerville to open the 2019 season here on the Atomo Radio Sports Network. Carl Norman looks out to Matthews, and he swings and misses at the first pitch of the top of the third for strike one. 7, 8, 9 will look to do something against Merrick Matthews, who has just given up one hit in 2 innings. The 0-1 is popped up near second base, and the second baseman, Caden Kozlerich, goes head over heels to make a tumbling catch in short right center field. So a very eventful first out.
Number 14, Nathan Zmolik.
That brings up Nathan Zmolik, the left fielder. And the first pitch from Matthews is cut on a miss by Zmolik. Matthews just had 23 pitches with 1 out in the top of the third, the 0-1. On the outside corner, he painted that fastball, and Zmolik is now in the hole 0-2. Caden Hill, the catcher, waits on deck. The wind and the pitch. That's outside, making the count 1-2. Matthews working quickly, and he winds and deals. That's hit in the air, and that will get out of play foul, and that gets into the stands, and a couple people had to duck out of the way. Count remains 1-2.
Nice play, Moni.
No runs for either side, and each side has 1 hit thus far. Matthews with another 1-2. That's popped up. This one will probably stay in play. The catcher, Misitich, makes the catch behind the plate for out number 2.
Now up for Davis County, number 18, Caden Hill.
So Caden Hill is the batter for the Mustangs. Saw limited time behind actually with the stick. Just 11 at-bats last season. That's high and outside for ball 1. Hill had 1 hit in those 11 at-bats. That's a .091 average. The 1-0. That's in the dirt. And the count is 2-0. Hill proved to be pretty good behind the plate defensively, however. That's where he got the bulk of his playing time. The 2-0. At the knees, and the count now is 2-1. Bases empty, 2 outs, top of the third of a scoreless game. The 2-1 is cut on and missed by Hill, evening the count at 2-2. So Matthews, a strike away from retiring Davis County with the minimum, but Hill puts an end to that with a line drive single into center. So Hill gets a hit in his first at-bat of the season. That'll take us back to the top of the order and Owen Bennett. Now we have a special runner coming in for Caden Hill. It will be Clay Collier. So Clay Collier will take over the running duties for Caden Hill, the catcher. First baseman Brady Kozlowicz playing behind Collier. The first pitch to Bennett on the outside corner for strike 1. Second hit for Davis County. Second base runner for the Mustangs. First one got erased by a double play back in the top of the first. The 0-1. Swing and a miss by Bennett. And it's 0-2. Matthews had 22 strikeouts, just 7 walks last season. Looking for a strikeout here to end the inning. The 0-2 is driven out to right field, and that will fall for a base hit. Collier going to third. He'll be waved home. He will score without a throw, and it's 1-0 Davis County on the RBI triple by Owen Bennett. Owen Bennett breaks the seal in a big way with a ringing triple into right. Davis County strikes first here in the top of the third. And now Trevor Slayton can help his own cause with a hit here. Runner at third. 2 outs. First pitch from Matthews to Slayton is high for ball 1. An RBI triple by Owen Bennett has broken the seal. Davis County leads at 1-0 here in the top of the third. The 1-0. That's cut on and fouled back, and Slayton tapped his bat with his free hand, probably thinking that he reached for a ball, and it could have been ball 2. Instead, he fouled it off to even the count at 1-1. Bennett takes his lead from third. The pitch. At the feet of Slayton, who had to hop out of the way, making the count 2-1. Slayton singled his first time up. A single here will give Davis County a 2-0 lead. The pitch. That's in the dirt for ball 3. So Matthews breezed through the first 2 innings. Got the first 2 outs of the third, but a 2-out rally here by Davis County has given the Mustangs a 1-0 lead. 3-1 to count to Slayton. Runner at third, 2 outs. And the pitch. That's over for strike 2, and the count now is full. Kate Tharp waits on deck in case Slayton can get on board. Payoff pitch to Slayton. That's drilled in the center field. That's a base hit. That will bring in Bennett to make it 2-0 Davis County. So an RBI triple by Bennett. He's driven in by the RBI single by Slayton.
Number 16, Kate Tharp.
And now the line keeps on moving to the third baseman, Kate Tharp. Special runner coming in for Trevor Slayton.
First runner in the game, number 5.
That is Caden Glosser, the freshman. Tharp looking over to Joel Bruce, the assistant head coach, who's manning third. Now he strides in. First pitch to Tharp. That's outside for ball 1. A pop out, actually 2 straight pop outs, a single, a triple, and another single has given Davis County a 2-0 lead here in the top of the third. Matthews is ready, and he kicks and deals. That's a strike. That was an off-speed pitch that caught Tharp off balance. Nice location, too, and on the hands. That evens the count at 1-1. Glosser takes his lead. And now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Tharp took a mighty rip at that 1-1 pitch. But he came up empty, and now the count is 1-2. Matthews a strike away from getting out of this inning with 2 runs across for Davis County. The pitch. That's chopped back to the mound. Matthews dropped it, but he still has time to throw to first, which he does in time to retire Tharp, and the inning is over. But Davis County scores 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors with a man left. And after 2.5, it's Davis County 2, Centerville nothing on the Atoma Radio Sports Network.
This is Milo Wells, your pharmacist at Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. When you need prescriptions, stop in and see me. If you aren't a current customer, we will help you fill out a new patient form, which takes less than 5 minutes. We have a lot of over-the-counter items and have vaccines. We are here 6 days a week and offer free delivery in Bloomfield and surrounding areas. I pride myself on professionalism and small-town customer service, and our pharmacy reflects those values. Stop in and see us at Wells Hometown Drug next to CarQuest in Bloomfield.
This is Sherry Lawson. Hey, all you Davis County Mustang fans, the agents at Northside Insurance are just like you. We support the Mustangs too. We are proud to live in Bloomfield where we help families like yours with auto, home, business, farm, life, and retirement. Get the professional coaching you need to win at life. Give us a call at Northside Insurance in Bloomfield and Centerville today at 664-2362. Go Mustangs! Nationwide is on your side. Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
Go Mustangs!
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
2-0 Davis County here in the bottom of the third, and the first pitch from Slayton Koslerich is bunted up the third base side. Slayton pounces, throws the first, but it is not in time, and Brady Koslerich is on board with a bunt single. That was a well-placed bunt by Brady Koslerich. So good start by Centerville. And now Koslerich, definitely a threat to run. He stole 30 bases last season. And Slayton, keeping particular notice of Brady Koslerich, throws to first. Kane Koslerich struck out looking his first time up. Now he bats with a runner at first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third. First pitch to Brady Koslerich is a strike. Make that Caden Koslerich. Talking with Corey as we were driving into Centerville, seems like about a third of Centerville has the last name of Koslerich. 0-1, pitches a ball, and going to second on the steal is Brady Koslerich, so he wasted no time swiping his first bag of the season. Pitch was I think it was a ball, so now the count is 1-1. The pitch to second. Off the chest of the cry and into right field. Koslerich rounds third. He'll score, and at Centerville gets a run back. It's 2-1. That was a hard hit ball.
Now batting, number 21, McCain Odin.
Looks like they're going to score that one a hit. So an RBI single for Caden Koslerich, scoring Brady Koslerich. Now a runner at first, nobody out for McCain Odin. First pitch is popped up, first base side. Hale in foul territory, can't make the catch. Kind of lost his footing there and fell backward as he tried to correct himself and make the catch, but he couldn't. And so Odin gets a second chance at life in his second at bat. The 0-1. Curveball. Grounded to Smolik at short. Over to second for one, and that's all they'll get. Good job by Noah Smolik staying down on that ball and getting it over to DeCry to get the shore out at first and make that second. One out in the inning, a runner at first as Odin is on board on a fielder's choice. First pitch is a strike into Merrick Matthews. So Matthews pitch is left-handed, but bats right-handed. Throw back to first and back safely is Odin. 2-1, Davis County with the lead here in the bottom of the third.
Okay.
Runner at first with 3, 1 out.
2 and 1.
Slayton with the pitch.
Reporting live
A
from the
bit outside.
Hills in Centerville, where the Davis County Mustangs are taking on the Centerville Big Reds.
That evens the count at 1-1.
Third, and the Mustangs lead the Big Reds by a score of 2-1. An RBI triple in the top of the third by Owen Bennett got the Mustangs on the board.
Slayton with the pitch. That's a ball. A throw to first and a steal by Odin. So Odin swipes second base.
Home of the Davis County Mustangs, 104.3 KRKN. Brought to you in part by Brian and the staff at Keith's Foods in Bloomfield, reminding you to get your Keith's Foods rewards card.
Odin gets the second stolen base of the inning.
Foods.com.
And so that wipes out the double play opportunity.
LLC, they can help you out.
2-1 out of the count to Merrick Matthews, the pitch. That's pop foul out of play, evening the count at 2-2.
And Jeremiah Campbell at Farm Bureau Financial Services, your local Farm Bureau agent for life, providing you life, auto, home, and farm insurance. Contact Jeremiah Campbell today or stop in and see him across from Citizens Mutual.
The 2-2 to Matthews. Grounded foul to the first base side, and we'll do it again.
All right, cool. Thanks.
Two and two. Still to Matthews and the pitch. That's drilled, and that's trouble out in left center field. That's down for a base hit, and this game is tied. Odin will score. Matthews trades places with him on the double, and we are tied at 2.
Now batting for Centerville, number 7, Miles Clausen.
So Centerville strikes back with 2 of their own in the bottom of the third, and now they can take the lead if Miles Clausen can do something for the Big Reds. Runner at second, 1 out. Now tied at 2 here in the bottom of the third. That's out to center. Norman makes the catch. Matthews stays put at second, and now there's 2 outs.
Now batting for Centerville, the DH, number 4, Walker White.
Walker White is the batter. Right-hander. He popped out to the second baseman to cry his first time up. First pitch to him. A bit outside on the fastball, making it 1-0. Slayton working quickly, kicks and fires. Swing and a miss on the high heat. That evens the count at 1-1. An RBI single by Caden Kozlerich, an RBI double by Merrick Matthews. And now that ball is hit foul to the third base side. That was a late call by the umpire. And that makes the count 1-2. Centerville now with 5 hits on the night. Runner goes, pitches the ball, throw to third, not in time. Matthews steals third. Now the count is 2-2 on Walker White with a runner on third. So White can give Centerville a lead with the hit here. Swing and a miss, and that will do it for Centerville here in the bottom of the third. But Centerville pushes across 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors with a man left. And we head to the top of the fourth. Tied at 2 here in Centerville on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Springtime is the time to buy a new Polaris. Right now, the world's best-selling off-road lineup is priced to move. Get more done with a hardworking Ranger. Chase adventure on a legendary Sportsman. Or live wide open in a high-performance Razor. Savings up to $2,000 are available now during the Polaris Spring Sales Event.
Slayton Polaris. Stop in and see Tim or Dean today for a great deal on a new Polaris.
Hi, this is Chris Ledke, owner of Pulaski Lumber. I would like to personally invite you to see our updated inventory. We have a nice selection of tools, plumbing, flooring, tile, accessories, and as always, we can order in anything you might need. Josh is also available to offer you professional 3D drawings to design your new home, deck, or addition. We don't charge huge architect fees, but are confident you will be happy with our work. We look forward to meeting you at Pulaski Lumber, your start-to-finish lumberyard.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Davis County scored 2 in the top of the third. Centerville answers with 2 in the bottom of the third, and we're back to where we started. A tie game, 2-2, here in the top of the fourth. Fourth inning is brought to you by Wells Hometown Drug. Stop in and see Milo and his team today. And don't forget they offer free delivery to Bloomfield and the surrounding areas. Slayton with a big strikeout there to limit the damage to keep this game tied. Strikeouts all season long are brought to you by Keys Foods. Don't strike out when it comes to supper. Come and see Brian and the staff at Keys Foods for some awesome smoked and barbecue meats. The whole family will love it. Don't forget to follow them on Facebook. Middle of the order due up for Davis County, 4-5-6. That's Logan Hale, Noah Smolek, and Draven DeCry.
Logan Hale.
Hale grounded out to short his first time up. Matthews, after a rough third, actually both pitchers had a rough third. First pitch is popped up by Hale. Twisting in the fair territory is the first baseman Brady Koslerich, and he makes the catch. So Hale pops out to first on the first pitch.
Noah Smolek.
Noah Smolek is now the batter. He popped out in foul territory to the first baseman, his first at-bat. Matthews winds and deals, and that's outside for ball one. Smolek to Cry, and if anybody can get on, then Garl Norman will take his cuts as well. The 1-0. Swing and a miss by Noah Smolek, making the count 1-1. Next one to Smolek. That's cut on and missed. Actually, that's foul tipped into the glove of Misitich, the catcher. And it's 1-2 now to Noah Smolek. Matthews looking to settle down after allowing 2 runs the previous inning. The 1-2. Fouled back towards us and out of play. Thought that might hit the roof of the press box. Seemed to clear the whole press box in case anybody was buying a hot dog. Hope they were keeping their heads on the swivel. The 1-2. That's fouled away into the netting on the first base side. Davis County with 4 hits on the day. The 1-2 to Smolek. That's high. Even in count of 2-2. At least the umpire, the home plate umpire, has been consistent, not calling that high strike for either pitcher. The 2-2. That's slapped out into left field for a base hit. So Smolek is aboard with 1 out single.
Now batting for Davis County. Number 2, Draven DeCry.
That brings up Draven DeCry, who struck out swinging his first time up. Talked about how DeCry rushed for 1,000 yards as a quarterback. Also played basketball. There's a good number of 3-sport players for Davis County. Draven DeCry being one of them. He played basketball over the winter. First pitch to DeCry is cut on and missed, making it 0-1. Davis County, not much of a running team last season. 31 stolen bases a year ago. By comparison, Centerville with 98 back in 2018. So sharp contrast as far as team speed is concerned. That's a strike on the inside corner. Misitich thought about making a snap throw to first. Instead, he holds on to it and just throws it back to the pitcher. That makes the count 0-2 to Draven DeCry. DeCry did hit a homer last season. Next one to him. That's cut on a miss. That's in the dirt. And DeCry is retired on 3 pitches.
Now batting for Davis County, number 15, Garl Norman.
So it'll be up to Garl Norman to keep things alive for Davis County here in the top of the 4th. We're tied at 2 between Davis County and the defending champ Centerville. Wind blowing in case you're wondering, here at Indian Hills. And the first pitch to Garl Norman is swung on and missed. This is a big ballpark, so you'd really have to hammer one to get one out of here, especially down the middle of the field. The 0-1, runner goes. Pitch is taken high for a ball, and it's sliding in safely with a stolen base is Noah Smolik. Smolik swipes second, puts himself in scoring position now for Carl Norman, who has the count at 1-1. Just wrap up my point about this field. 397 to center. You rarely see that. You don't see that in a high school field, but in college fields, that is definitely the norm. Norman reached for that one and came up empty, and now it's 1-2. In case you're wondering, 335 down the lines. No indication as how big it is in the alleys, but you imagine it's in the 360, 370 range. The 1-2. That's out to short. Gobbling up is Williams. Throws to first, not in time, and Smolik holds up at third. Norman has himself an infield single. That puts runners at the corners with 2 outs. And now it's up to Nathan Smolik to hopefully put Davis County back out in front. Nathan Smolik popped out in foul territory to the catcher his first time up. And a big spot here. Runners at the corners with 2 outs in a tie game. First pitch to him. Foul straight back. Brady Koslerich, the first baseman, will be playing behind Carl Norman, the runner at first. Now he goes back to the bag. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Smolik was fooled by the tailing fastball from Matthews. And now he's in a hole 0-2. Sunshine starting to peek ahead out of the clouds. It's a partly cloudy day, but the rain has held off thus far. Runner goes from first. Pitch is outside for a ball, and taking second base easily on a stolen base is Carl Norman. So Norman took the free base. Misitich decides not to throw it to second, and now runners at second and third. The 1-2 to Nathan Smolik. Popped up to second base. Actually to short right center, and Mosley squeezes it to retire the side. So Davis County threatens but does not score. They leave 2. As we head to the bottom of the 4th, we're tied at 2 between Davis County and Centerville on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
The busy farming season is here, and Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go for all your seed and fertilizer needs. They're focused on one thing and one thing only, providing their customers with the best products and services to grow the best crops possible. Farmers call them today for liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed. They also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See why other area farmers are turning to Bob Lawson and the staff at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Hi, this is Kendall with Citizens Mutual. It's a busy time of the year, so we want you to save as much time as possible. Whether you need internet, TV, or phone service, we can handle all of them for you. We also have a great selection of TVs ranging from 32 to 65 inch, as well as appliances. Stop in today, and remember, Citizens Mutual is owned and operated by its customers. So when you walk in the door, we don't just treat you like a customer, we treat you like you're the boss, because you are. We're looking forward to seeing you at Citizens Mutual, just off the square in Bloomfield.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Bottom of the 4th here in Centerville. We are tied at 2 between Davis County and the defending 2018 state champs, Centerville Big Reds. Slayton's ready. His first pitch is popped up. Short right field. Bennett settles under it, makes the catch. And Colby Misitich is retired on the first pitch of the bottom of the 4th.
Number 6, Otis Williams.
That brings up Otis Williams. He walked his first time up. He is one of 2 who were given free passes by Slayton today. First pitch to Williams. That's slapped foul to the first base side, not a play. A much younger Centerville team takes the field this year as that pitch is grounded foul to make the count 0-2. A very senior-laden team last year, but just one senior on the roster in the 2019 vintage of the Centerville Big Reds. 0-2 pitches in the dirt, good block by Hill. And good fundamentals by Hill. I mean, there's nobody on base, so it doesn't matter if he lets that one go to the backstop or not, but block it anyway. Keep those fundamentals sharp. The 1-2. That's high, evening the count at 2-2. Cade Mosley waits on deck for Centerville. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He goes down swinging as Trevor Slayton got a breaking ball past him.
Number 2, Cade Mosley.
Base is empty, 2 outs, and that brings up Cade Mosley, the right fielder. Made a key catch to end the Davis County threat in the top of the 4th. First pitch to Mosley is upstairs for ball 1. Slayton working quickly, nods, kicks and fires. Grounded back to Slayton off his glove. Gets to Noah Smolek, throws to first, but it pulled Logan Hale off the bag. And Mosley is safe at first. See how they scored that in the scorer box. I would probably put that down as an error. No word from scorers. No word as the official score as of yet. Right now, I'll put it down as an error, as the throw by Smolek pulled Hale off the bag. So a runner at second, 2 outs. Runner at first, 2 outs. And here's Brady Kozlerich, the leadoff hitter for Centerville. That's drilled into left center field. Mosley rounds second, heads to third. Norman picks it up, gets it back into the infield. It's a double for Brady Kozlerich. And now runners are at second and third.
Now batting.
Brady Kozlerich is
Caden Kozlerich.
2 for 3 thus far. Now Caden Kozlerich can give Davis County, actually can give Centerville the lead. Slayton nods and delivers, and that's in the dirt. Good block by Hill. And it's 1-0. Mosley takes his lead from third. Brady Kozlerich takes the lead from second. The 1-0 to Caden Kozlerich is fouled away, evening the count at 1-1. Really what kept the inning alive was that error by Smolek. That turned out to be one of the key sticking points of Davis County's season last year, if I can. Maybe I can extend that point. Now it's a wild pitch. It gets away from Hill. Actually, it's a pass ball. A run scores, and Centerville has the lead. Cade Mosley scores on a pass ball, and Centerville has their first lead of the game at 3-2. Brady Kozlerich took second on. He took third on the play. Now the next one to Caden Kozlerich. That's a strike, making it 1-2. So Centerville 3, Davis County 2, here in the bottom of the 4th. Slayton a strike away from getting out of this inning. The pitch. Out to right center field and down for a base hit. Brady Kozlerich scores. Caden Kozlerich holds up at first with an RBI single, and now it is 4-2 Centerville.
Number 21, McCain Odin.
The inning continues for McCade Odin, the third baseman. And here comes Todd White, the head coach of Davis County, and that's going to do it for Trevor Slayton. So Slayton, after 54 pitches, is done here in the bottom of the 4th. We'll step away for a pitching change. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back. Centerville 4, Davis County 2 on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
The new pitcher of the game is Caleb Wagler, the left-hander. And he comes in relief of Trevor Slayton, who allowed two runs here in the bottom of the fourth actually both runs will be unearned. But Centerville has taken a 4-2 lead.
Yep.
Here in the bottom of the fourth. There's a runner at first with 2 outs. Slayton departs after having thrown 54 pitches.
From the campus of Indian Hills in Centerville, where the Davis County Mustangs are taking on.
Slayton stays in the game. He'll take over at short.
And the Big Reds.
Now batting for the Big Reds, number 21, McCain Odom.
Centerville tied things up at 2 in the bottom of the third, then took the lead in the bottom of.
So McCain Odom steps in. He'll be the first batter that Wagler faces here in the bottom of the fourth. Caden Kalsrich takes his lead from first. And the pitch, that's inside, gets away from Hill. That's a wild pitch, and Caden Kalsrich will take second on the play.
John, Ray, and Doug at Hamilton Produce, your farm and hardware headquarters, and also your LP gas supplier just off the square.
Wagler's first pitch is a wild one,
Brick Plant Road
and another runner's in scoring position for Centerville. Davis County led this game 2-0 after 2 runs in the top of the third. Centerville came right back to tie it with 2 in the bottom of the third and now have taken the lead with 2 more here in the fourth. That's low and inside, making the count 2-0 to McCain Odom. Kay Wagler, second best starter for Davis County last year, had a 1-4 record but an ERA of 2.57. Opponents only batted .125 against him last year. That pitch is low and outside, making the count 3-0. The big problem for Wagler was the walks last year, allowing 30 walks in 30 innings pitched, so averaging a walk per inning pitched. The 3-0 to Odom, taking all the way, and he takes in the dirt for ball 4. Wagler walks the first batter he sees.
Number 5, Merrick Matthews.
And here's Merrick Matthews, who has an RBI double already today. He is 1 for 2. Runners at first and second, 2 outs in the inning. Wagler with the first pitch to Matthews, and that is over but low for ball 1. So Wagler has not thrown a strike yet. Wagler now a junior after having a good sophomore season. The 1-0 is way inside, and now it's 2-0. Wagler now taking his time as he tries to gather himself as he gets back on top of the rubber. Looks at Hills for the sign. Now comes set. Kicks and deals. On the inside corner for strike 1. See if that gets Wagler going. See, sometimes seeing the pitch being called for a strike is pretty much all a pitcher needs to get locked in. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Ball's in the dirt. Hill will just eat it. So now the count is 2-2, and on the wild pitch, Odom goes to second, and Caden Kalsrich goes to third. So 2 wild pitches in the inning. But Wagler is a strike away from getting out of this inning without further damage inflicted. The 2-2. That's low, and the count is full. Miles Clausen waits on deck. And with first base open, we'll see how good this pitch is to Merrick Matthews. Here's the payoff delivery. That's driven out down the left field line, but foul. Matthews jumped on that, but a bit too quick. And the count remains full at 3-2. Four to 2, Centerville has the lead here in the bottom of the fourth. And another payoff pitch to Matthews. Outside, ball 4. And Wagler has walked the first 2 he's faced.
Now batting for Centerville, number 7, Miles Clausen.
That lows the bases for Miles Clausen, who can bust this game open for Centerville with a big hit here. Feels like a key point of this game. Wagler can keep the deficit at 2, or Centerville can really open up some breathing room. First pitch to Miles Clausen is a strike on the outside corner. Good pitch from Wagler. Clausen's 1 for 2 so far today. He singled in the second and flew out in the third. The 0-1. Grounded up the middle. Slayton steps on second for the force out to end the inning. So that will do it for Centerville, but they do push across 2 runs to take the lead. And at the end of 4, it's Centerville 4, Davis County 2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Karsten. And I'm Callie. And we are the Neebs Girls. We would like to personally invite you to our parents' new store on the south side of the square in Bloomfield. Stop in and have them make you a custom shirt, hat, banner, sign, or even your school mascot. They stay open late on Thursdays until 7. We hope to see you soon. Neebs Graphics, making you stand out.
Neebs Graphics on the south side of the Bloomfield Square.
John at Collision Corner knows that when you get in an accident and need some work done on your vehicle, you want the process to go smooth and easy. That's why Collision Corner is your best choice. John is a preferred body shop, which means he can work directly with your insurance company. He will handle the claim from start to finish. Collision Corner knows you need your car back as soon as possible, and they will also pick it up and deliver it to you for free. When you have an accident, call John and his team at Collision Corner in Bloomfield. And don't forget to like them on Facebook.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
New pitcher for the Big Reds here in the top of the 5th as Brady Cosleridge takes the mound for Centerville. Merrick Matthews will go to first. And that's the extent of the changes for the Big Reds. It is 4-2. Centerville with the lead here in the top of the 5th.
Leading off the Davis County Mustangs, number 23, Caleb Wagler.
So now Caleb Wagler will see his first at-bat. He batted 3 times last season, but he'll take his first cuts here in the 2019 season. Cosleridge's first pitch is outside for ball 1. Wagler batting right-handed, and he takes a strike on the inside corner, even in the count of 1-1. Swing and a miss on the 1-1 pitch to make it 1-2. Wagler batting for Caden Hill in the 9th spot. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Wagler goes down swinging to open the top of the 5th. Back to the top of the order, and Owen Bennett.
Now batting for Davis County, number 12, Owen Bennett.
Bennett got the scoring started with an RBI triple his last time up back in the 3rd. And the first pitch of Bennett is a bit outside. Looked like the umpire flinched behind the plate. Looked like he was going to call a strike and thought better of it. The 1-0. That's over for a strike, evening the count at 1-1. Bennett hit that RBI triple off a lefty. A tough lefty-on-lefty matchup not bothering him back in the third. The 1-1. There's a strike over the knees and on the outside third of the plate to make it 1-2. Bennett and then Trevor Slayton for Davis County here in the top of the fifth. Bennett looks like ball 2, low and outside. Davis County had a 2-0 lead in the top of the third, but Centerville, with 2 runs in the third and 2 in the fourth, has taken a 4-2 lead. The pitch. That's grounded right back to a very athletic Brady Kozlerich, who fires to first for the out. Good play by the pitcher, Kozlerich. And Trevor Slayton will bat with the bases empty and 2 outs. So now Trevor Slayton will look to get something going for Davis County. In all white uniforms here on the road. Slayton swings and misses at the first pitch. Slayton so far 2 for 2. The 0-1. That's low. That evens the count at 1-1. Slayton singled in the first, and then had an RBI single in the third. That singled in the second Davis County run. The 1-1. It's foul tipped into the glove of the catcher, Misitich, for strike 2.
Yeah, I guess the next one's at 50, right?
1-2. Kozlerich comes home to Slayton, and it's in the dirt, evening the count at 2-2. Excuse me.
Corey Finch reporting live from the campus of Indian Hills in Centerville.
Now Slayton gets ready for the 2-2 pitch.
It's currently the top of the
and he swings and misses. And that will do it for Davis County in the top of the fifth. So Davis County goes down in order in the top of the fifth as they look to stay within shouting distance of Centerville, who have scored 4 unanswered runs. So Davis County has some work to do, down 4-2 as we head to the bottom of the fifth.
Stop in and see Jesse and the team at Corner Creations in Eldon today.
Caleb Wagler will take the mound,
and
he'll look to keep Centerville at bay, and maybe the bats can rally for Davis County here as we head towards the latter stages of this opening day. So as we head to the bottom of the fifth, our score is Centerville 4, Davis County 2. And you're watching Davis County Baseball on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All right, thanks.
Springtime is the time to buy a new Polaris. Right now, the world's best-selling off-road lineup is priced to move. Get more done with a hardworking Ranger. Chase adventure on a legendary Sportsman. Or live wide open in a high-performance RZR. Savings up to $2,000 are available now during the Polaris Spring Sales Event.
Slayton Polaris. Stop in and see Tim or Dean today for a great deal on a new Polaris.
Hi, this is Chris Ledke, owner of Pulaski Lumber. I would like to personally invite you to see our updated inventory. We have a nice selection of tools, plumbing, flooring, tile, accessories, and as always, we can order in anything you might need. Josh is also available to offer you professional 3D drawings to design your new home, deck, or addition. We don't charge huge architect fees, but are confident you will be happy with our work. We look forward to meeting you at Pulaski Lumber, your start-to-finish lumberyard.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Centerville 4, Davis County 2 as we play in the bottom of the fifth. Caleb Wagler in his second inning of relief. Pitches to Walker White, who swings and misses at the first pitch of the bottom of the fifth. Centerville scored 4 unanswered to take the 4-2 lead over Davis County, the 0-1. Swing and a miss as Wagler caught Walker White reaching, easy for me to say, to make it 0-2. And the next one to White. That's low and in the dirt. Wagler walked the first two batters he faced, but then he was able to get Clausen to ground into a force out to end the Centerville threat back in the fourth. Curveball. Strike three called, a delayed call, but it looked like the correct one by the home plate umpire. Walker White goes down looking as the first strikeout of the season for Caleb Wagler. Colby Misitich, he's 0 for 1. He walked in the second and then flew out to right to open the bottom of the fourth. He looks at a ball from Wagler. Williams, the shortstop, is on deck, the 1-0. That's also low, making it 2-0. Outfield, infield, both playing straight away for Misitich. The pitch. That's inside, and Misitich had to jackknife out of the way. Now the count is 3-0. Wagler has already walked 2 today. In danger of walking his third batter of the day. And he did. With ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to Misitich.
Now batting for the Big Reds, number 6.
That brings up Otis Williams. And looks like we'll have a special runner coming for Misitich.
Coming in as
courtesy runner, I should say.
Kellen Johnson.
And that's Kellen Johnson. Otis Williams, a right-hander, versus the left-hander Wagler. The pitch. Maybe a bit high, perhaps outside as well, but count is 1-0. Wagler comes set, takes a peek to first, kicks and fires. That's a strike, making the count 1-1. 4 runs on 5 hits for Centerville. 2 runs on 6 hits for Davis County. The pitch. That's in the dirt, making it 2-1. Only 2 errors of the game are by Davis County. The second of it, which was very costly, as that kept the inning alive and gave Centerville their 2 unearned runs to break the 2-2 tie. 2-1. That's in the dirt as well, making it 3-1. Runner at first, 1 out. Centerville leads at 4-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. I told you before about the difference between these two teams fielding-wise. Davis County had 46 errors last year, Centerville 39, but fielding percentage really is where the stark contract lies, as that pitch is cut on and missed. That runs the count full at 3-2. We'll see if they send Kellen Johnson, the courtesy runner. He stays put. 3-2 pitches, hit foul, and we'll do it again. Just wrapping my point about the defense of these two teams. Davis County's fielding percentage, according to Quick Stats, was just .613. Centerville's defense, their fielding percentage, as Wagler throws back to first, but back safely is Johnson. Centerville's fielding percentage was .956. So a stark difference as far as fielding percentage is concerned. And if you're able to catch the ball, then you're winning half the battle, perhaps even more than that. Payoff pitch is in the dirt, ball 4. And that's another walk allowed by Wagler.
Now batting for Centerville, number 2, Cade Mosley.
Cade Mosley has a chance to give Centerville more cushion. And now comes head coach Todd White to have a chat with Caleb Wagler. Wagler has faced 6 batters, and he's walked 4 of them. Mosley, and then we'll go back to the top of the order. Brady Kozlerich, who's 2 for 3 with a stolen base and 2 runs scored. And then Caden Kozlerich right behind him. He is 2 for 3 with 2 RBI on the day. The original starting time of this game was supposed to be 7. but they moved it up with the threat of rain, and dark clouds have been looming over the ball field the entire day. Wagler set, and the first pitch to Mosley is hit foul back towards us and out of play. Mosley's 0 for 2. He grounded out in the second and then reached on an error in the fourth, and later came around to score on a pass ball. The 0-1. That's in the dirt, good block by Hill. It evens the count at 1-1. Wagler comes home with a 1-1. That gets past Hill, goes to the backstop, and Johnson and Williams will advance to third and second, respectively. For the rest of this week, Davis County will take on Albia in Bloomfield. That will be another conference game, and then the DC Classic, which happens the Saturday before Memorial Day. That'll be out in Bloomfield as well. So 2 home games, actually 3 home games coming up for Davis County. That pitch is outside, and now it's 3-1. Infield comes in, as Davis County can't afford to fall behind anymore. They trail 4-2. Runners at second and third, 1 out, and the 3-1 pitch from Wagler. Outside corner, and the count is full. I think I heard thunder in the distance. The 3-2 pitch coming from Wagler. Swing and a miss, and a big strikeout for Caleb Wagler for out number 2.
Number 10, Brady Kozlerich.
So Brady Kozlerich, as I told you before, struck out looking in the first. Single and run scored in the third. Double and run scored in the fourth. And the first pitch to Brady Kozlerich. It's in the dirt, and Hill was able to keep it in front of him enough to prevent anybody advancing. Here's the wind and the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Kozlerich came up empty. And now it's 1-1. And here comes the next one from Wagler. That's on the outside corner, 1-2. Strike away Wagler is from getting out of the inning, and the pitch. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So Wagler strikes out the side to get out of trouble. As we head to the top of the 6th, Davis County running out of outs. They trail 4-2 on the Tacoma Radio Sports Network.
The busy farming season is here, and Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go for all your seed and fertilizer needs. They're focused on one thing and one thing only, providing their customers with the best products and services to grow the best crops possible. Farmers, call them today for liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed. They also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See why other area farmers are turning to Bob Lawson and the staff at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Hi, this is Kendall with Citizens Mutual. It's a busy time of the year, so we want you to save as much time as possible. Whether you need internet, TV, or phone service, we can handle all of them for you. We also have a great selection of TVs ranging from 32 to 65 inch, as well as appliances. Stop in today, and remember, Citizens Mutual is owned and operated by its customers. So when you walk in the door, we don't just treat you like a customer, we treat you like you're the boss, because you are. We're looking forward to seeing you at Citizens Mutual, just off the square in Bloomfield.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Davis County trails 4-2 as we play in the top of the 6th. Centerville 4 unanswered runs after Davis County took a 2-0 lead. And the Mustangs will take their cuts Here in the top of the 6th, they'll bring up the 3-4-5 hitters. That's Kate Tharp, Logan Hale, and Noah Zmolek. Kate Tharp is 0 for 2. He grounded into a double play back in the first, and then grounded back to the pitcher in the third. Davis County went down 1-2-3 in the last inning. Tharp hoping to make this inning not so quiet. First pitch is popped up. Right center field. Who wants it? It's the center fielder, Clausen, who makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now batting for Davis County, number 21, Logan Hale.
That brings up Logan Hale. He is 0 for 2 so far today. He grounded out to short in the second and then popped out the first. And the first pitch is a strike. I do believe Logan Hale swung at the first two, at the first pitch his first 2 times up. Wonder if head coach Todd White says, no, you just take a pitch. And he took a strike, the 0-1. That's high for ball 1. His teammates call him Logie. He was an offensive lineman during football season. Stayed in shape during winter by wrestling, as now raindrops are coming down. And it's coming down hard. And that's a timeout called, and we're going to have a rain delay. As everybody is scattering here at Indian Hills. We have ourselves a rain delay here in the top of the 6th. 1-1 is the count to Logan Hale whenever we resume.
We gotta all go inside.
So, hide your women and children. They're going to bring out the tarp to try to cover some of the field. So you'll get a good look at some of the spectators here at Centerville.
Good job, ground crew.
So we'll take a break as we are in a rain delay. And maybe we'll get word on hopefully when this will resume or when this rain will stop. Centerville leads at 4-2 with 1 out in the top of the 6th. And you're listening to Davis County, you're watching Davis County Baseball on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Keith's Foods in Bloomfield has been serving the Bloomfield area since 1969 with quality cut steaks, ripe seasonal produce, scrumptious bakery cakes and sweets, fresh dairy products, and of course, tasty smoked meats. We also have available hunting licenses, stamps, money orders, and gift cards too. Open till 9 p.m. every day. We pride ourselves in providing small town service in a big way while keeping up with trends and latest items across the country. Yes, Keith's Foods is your hometown grocery store and so much more. Keith's Foods, where we always take your groceries out to your car. Proud supporter of the Davis County Mustangs.
Are you installing a new septic system? The man to call is Jody at Geotech Sand and Stone. They have state-certified septic sand, as well as top-quality black dirt, fill sand, and washed gravel for landscaping. They also have large rocks to add to your landscaping. Geotech Sand and Stone has very competitive prices. Stop out and get a load, or have one of their contractors haul it for you. Call Jody today for more information at 799-1235. That's 799-1235. Geotech Sand and Stone, 3 miles west of Eldon on River Road. Attention Southern Iowa. Do you need a better night's sleep? Maybe it's time to get a new mattress. Dixon's Mattress Outlet in Bloomfield has the most competitive prices on new mattresses in all different sizes. Darren sells camper mattresses, commercial bedding, rollaways, special order sizes, bed frames, and mattress protectors. Call Darren today and he'll meet you at the warehouse. Dixon's Mattress Outlet, 641-664-3060. That's 664-3060.
Sometimes life can get a little busy and plans can change. That doesn't mean you have to put your future on hold. With William Penn University's online and evening classes, you can further your education on your schedule. Choose online, in classroom, or blended with locations in Oskaloosa and Johnston. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu. Classes start throughout the year. Continue your education on your terms, on your turf, with William Penn University.
And welcome back to Centerville. It was a very brief shower of rain, and now the umpire ordered the tarp to be brought out, and it covered home plate as well as the pitcher's mound. But now, umpire says take the tarp back off, and we might be able to play some baseball here. With an out in the top of the 6th, Davis County trails Centerville 4-2. Logan Hale's batting with a count of 1-1 on him, and perhaps they'll give Brady Koslerich a couple of warm-up tosses, and then we'll be ready to go. So let's take a break, and when we come back, it looks like we'll be resuming baseball from here in Centerville. You're watching Davis County Baseball on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Springtime is the time to buy a new Polaris. Right now, the world's best-selling off-road lineup is priced to move. Get more done with a hardworking Ranger. Chase adventure on a legendary Sportsman. Or live wide open in a high-performance RZR. Savings up to $2,000 are available now during the Polaris Spring Sales Event.
Slayton Polaris. Stop in and see Tim or Dean today for a great deal on a new Polaris.
Hi, this is Chris Ledke, owner of Pulaski Lumber. I would like to personally invite you to see our updated inventory. We have a nice selection of tools, plumbing, flooring, tile, accessories, and as always, we can order in anything you might need. Josh is also available to offer you professional 3D drawings to design your new home, deck, or addition. We don't charge huge architect fees, but are confident you will be happy with our work. We look forward to meeting you at Pulaski Lumber, your start-to-finish lumberyard.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
And probably what was the shortest rain delay ever. We came back, Hale fouled off a pitch and then struck out swinging. So that's the second out of the inning here in the top of the 6th. Davis County trails 4-2. Noah Smolik is batting, and he grounds it to first. Matthew stays down on it, steps on the bag, and that will end the inning. Davis County goes down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Centerville 4, Davis County 2 on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Springtime is the time to buy a new Polaris. Right now, the world's best-selling off-road lineup is priced to move. Get more done with a hardworking Ranger. Chase adventure on a legendary Sportsman. Or live wide open in a high-performance RZR. Savings up to $2,000 are available now during the Polaris Spring Sales Event.
Slayton Polaris. Stop in and see Tim or Dean today for a great deal on a new Polaris.
Hi, this is Chris Ledke, owner of Pulaski Lumber. I would like to personally invite you to see our updated inventory. We have a nice selection of tools, plumbing, flooring, tile, accessories, and as always, we can order in anything you might need. Josh is also available to offer you professional 3D drawings to design your new home, deck, or addition. We don't charge huge architect fees, but are confident you will be happy with our work. We look forward to meeting you at Pulaski Lumber, your start-to-finish lumberyard.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Bottom of the 6th rolls in. Centerville 4, Davis County 2 in the season opener for both of these two teams, as Davis County's season opener got washed away by the raindrops as they had a home day versus Wayne. Game now has been rescheduled versus Wayne for June the 4th, by the way, in case you're wondering.
Leading up for the Big Reds, and number 3, Caden Koslerich.
So now, Centerville will bat with a 4-2 lead in the bottom of the 6th, and Caden Koslerich steps in, and the first pitch to him is cut on and missed. Koslerich 2 for 3 so far today, a pair of run-scoring singles, one in the 3rd and one on the 4th. The 0-1 outside corner, strike 2. Wagler firing strikes to begin the bottom of the 6th. Wagler looking to keep things where they are, and hopefully Davis County can rally in the top of the 7th. The pitch. That's a curveball that stayed outside. Notice that Wagler has a very tight curveball. It doesn't have that 12 to 6 move, but very, very tight. But a lot of movement horizontally as that pitch is in the dirt and goes to the backstop for ball 2. I misspoke last inning. I apologize. Kate Tharp has taken over behind the mound, and I should say behind the plate, and Noah Smolik is the new third baseman. 2-2. That's driven and over the head of Draven DeCry, the second baseman, and into right field for a base hit. So 3 for 4. Caden Kozlerich.
Number 21, McCain Odin.
So now McCain Odin is up. 0 for 2 so far. Reached on the fielder's choice and scored in the third. Grounded out in the first and walked in the fourth. Throw back to first, and Caden Kozlerich is back safely. It might, maybe some light rain is falling as that pitch is grounded, driven to Cry at second. Shovels to the second for 1 over the first. Not in time. But Kozlerich is erased on the force out. Odin is on board with the fielder's choice once again.
Merrick Matthews.
And that brings up Merrick Matthews. Matthews is up. And the first pitch to Matthews is chopped to third. Noah Smolik stays down on it, throws a second for 1, and that's all they'll get. As the throw to first is not nearly in time for the speedy Matthews. So another fielder's choice, this time hit by Matthews. Odin's retired 5 to 4 on the play. 2 outs in the inning. And that brings up Miles Clausen with a runner at first. Centerville 4, Davis County 2. Here in the opening game of the 2019 season. Wagler comes home with the first pitch. It's cut on and missed by Clausen. Wagler looks like he's settled down after allowing 2 walks in each of his first 2 innings of relief. The 0-1. That's another strike. And now it is 0-2. In case you're wondering, coming up for Davis County in the bottom, make that the top of the 7th, it will be DeCry, Norman, and Nathan Smolik. 0-2. Inside, actually I almost clipped the back knee of Clausen. And the count is 1-2. Wagler comes set, and then the pitch is chopped up to the first base line. Wagler can't get a handle on it, and it'll be an infield single for Clausen. Matthews hustles all the way around to third on the play.
Now batting for Centerville, the designated hitter, number 4.
And that brings up the DH, Walker White, who is 0 for 3 thus far. Popped out in the second. He struck out swinging in the third and struck out looking in the 5th. And the first pitch from Wagler to White is cut on a miss. That was a high pitch that White chased and came up empty on. 0-1 to count. And the decision to move this game up an hour and a half looks like it's become wiser and wiser as we head towards the end of this game. 0-1 is swung on and missed by White, and he is quickly down 0-2. Wagler struck out the side in the last inning, looking for his 4th strikeout here in relief. He steps off the base. Wandering off third base was Matthews. A throw home, and he is out. Good play by Wagler stepping off the mound. Matthews is cut down at home plate, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left as we head to the top of the 7th. Last chance for Davis County. They trail Centerville 4-2 on the Atomic Radio Sports Network.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
Hi, I'm Karsten. And I'm Callie. And we are the Neeps Girls. We would like to personally invite you to our parents' new store on the south side of the square in Bloomfield. Stop in and have them make you a custom shirt, hat, banner, sign, or even your school mascot. They stay open late on Thursdays until 7. We hope to see you soon. Neeps Graphics, making you stand out.
Neebs Graphics on the south side of the Bloomfield Square.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Last chance for Davis County here in the top of the 7th. Driving to Cry will look to get things started. He pops the first pitch foul out of play. Brady Koslowich will look to close things out for Centerville. The 0-1 is popped a mile high on the infield. Owen settles under it and makes the catch.
Now batting for Davis County, number 15, Garl Norman.
That brings up Garl Norman. He is 1 for 2. Popped out in the third and singled and stolen base, but wound up stranded in second, on second back in the fourth. That pitch in on his feet, and he had to do a little bit of a two-step to get out of the way. Davis County trails 4-2, and down to their last 2 outs of the night. The 1-0. That's high. Ooh, that's a strike. That hasn't been called a strike all day, but with the rain coming, maybe the umpire has someplace to go. The 1-1. That's outside and high, making the count 2-1 to Garl Norman. Norman, a very good center fielder for Davis County. Had a homer last year. The 2-1. That's up and out for ball 3. Norman hit his home run during the Davis County Classic last year, the second game of it. That's coming up on Saturday. That's fouled away at the plate, and now the count is full. And the payoff pitch coming from Brady Koslowich. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Norman goes down swinging, and Davis County is down to their final out.
Now batting for Davis County, number 14, Nathan Zamolek.
It will be up to Nathan Zamolek, the left fielder, to keep this game alive. Davis County trails at 4-2. Koslowich looking to close things off for the Big Reds. The pitch. Upstairs and high. Upstairs and outside, I should say, for ball 1. Zamolek 0 for 2 so far. Popped out in foul territory to the catcher. And there's a swing and a miss. And then he flew out to right. Next pitch to Zamolek is cut on and missed. And Davis County is down to their final strike. Base is empty, 2 outs, top of the 7th. The 1-2 coming from Brady Koslowich, and that's in the dirt. Zamolek doesn't chase. Count now even at 2. Looks like there's a bit too much dirt on that ball for the umpire's liking, so he gives it to one of the Big Reds to take back to the first base dugout. 2-2. Koslowich nods, winds and fires. Upstairs, and now the count is full. Zamolek just looking to get on base. and bring the tying run to the plate. Here comes the payoff pitch to Smolik. And it's a swing and a miss. And that will do it. Brady Kozlerich gets Noah Smolik to strike out, and this game is over. Centerville wins this one by the final score of 4-2. We'll take a break and we'll give you the totals as Davis County falls in the season opener. You're watching Mustang Baseball on the Eternal Radio Sports Network.
John at Collision Corner knows that when you get in an accident and need some work done on your vehicle, you want the process to go smooth and easy. That's why Collision Corner is your best choice. John is a preferred body shop, which means he can work directly with your insurance company. He will handle the claim from start to finish. Collision Corner knows you need your car back as soon as possible, and they will also pick it up and deliver it to you for free. When you have an accident, call John and his team at Collision Corner in Bloomfield, and don't forget to like them on Facebook.
Keith's Foods in Bloomfield has been serving the Bloomfield area since 1969 with quality cut steaks, ripe seasonal produce, scrumptious bakery cakes and sweets, fresh dairy products, and of course, tasty smoked meats. We also have available hunting licenses, stamps, money orders, and gift cards too. Open till 9 p.m. every day. We pride ourselves in providing small town service in a big way while keeping up with trends and latest items across the country. Yes, Keith's Foods is your hometown grocery store and so much more. Keith's Foods, where we always take your groceries out to your car. Proud supporter of the Davis County Mustangs.
Are you installing a new septic system? The man to call is Jody at Geotech Sand and Stone. They have state-certified septic sand, as well as top-quality black dirt, fill sand, and washed gravel for landscaping. They also have large rocks to add to your landscaping. Geotech Sand and Stone has very competitive prices. Stop out and get a load, or have one of their contractors haul it for you. Call Jody today for more information at 799-1235. That's 799-1235. Geotech Sand and Stone, 3 miles west of Eldon on River Road. Attention Southern Iowa, do you need a better night's sleep? Maybe it's time to get a new mattress. Dixon's Mattress Outlet in Bloomfield has the most competitive prices on new mattresses in all different sizes. Darren sells camper mattresses, commercial bedding, rollaways, special order sizes, bed frames, and mattress protectors. Call Darren today and he'll meet you at the warehouse. Dixon's Mattress Outlet, 641-664-3060. That's 664-3060. You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Welcome to the Northside Insurance postgame show. Quote to claim your friends at Northside Insurance take care of you, and it's all over from here in Centerville. The season opener is in the books. Davis County falls to Centerville by the final score of 4-2. It was a promising start for Davis County as they opened the scoring in the third. Owen Bennett ripped an RBI triple, and Trevor Slade followed with an RBI single to give Davis County a 2-0 lead. But it was a lead that was short-lived as Centerville struck with 2 runs in the bottom of the third, thanks to RBI single by Caden Kozlerich and then an RBI double by Merrick Matthews. And then Centerville scored the 2 go-ahead runs in the bottom of the fourth. Probably the biggest play of the game was an error that kept the inning alive. Trevor Slayton retired the first 2 batters of the fourth. Error kept the inning alive, and Centerville was able to take advantage as Caden Kozlerich hit an RBI double, and also Brady Kozlerich had an RBI double. Caden Kozlerich had an RBI single. So that was the summary of the scoring. 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors, and 10 men left on base for Centerville. 2 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors, and 3 men left on base for Davis County. Davis County was retired, actually, Brady Kozlerich retired the last 10 Mustangs that he faced to wrap it up. So good pitching by Centerville puts this game in the books in favor of the defending state champs, the Big Reds. Player of the Game is brought to you by Neebs Graphics. Think of them first for all your custom-made shirts, hats, banners, and much more. Stop in and see Kylie today on the south side of the Bloomfield Square. And let's go ahead and give the Neebs Graphics Player of the Game to Owen Bennett. The leadoff hitter opened the scoring. The first run of the year was courtesy of Owen Bennett's RBI triple back in the third that opened the scoring, the first of 2 runs Davis County scored in this contest. So that's going to do it from here in Centerville. Once again, our final score is Centerville 4, Davis County 2. Mustangs fall to 0-1, and Centerville is now 1-0. We would like to thank you for making us a part of your Wednesday evening. Davis County will be taking on another South Central Conference foe on Friday, weather permitting. The Albia Blue Demons will be an opponent in Bloomfield. First pitch should be around 7 o'clock. We look forward to having you join us then. Until then, for Corey Finch, this is Alice Kojo saying so long from Centerville. You have been watching Davis County Baseball on the Atema Radio Sports Network.